I'm gonna face sort of like this, so it's like a 3/4 angle. And the version that I'm gonna do is the counterclockwise to me, because that's my weak one. It clearly needs help. Now, the way the game is played, I like to call it a game. It may not be a game for you. So for the counterclockwise air wrap, what's happening is your left hand is spinning in counterclockwise, obviously, but it's underhand, which means when the poi tangle, which is in the middle here, it will be moving upward. It will be moving upward. Meanwhile, your right hand, now keep in mind, I've moved my plane so that my front plane is on the diagonal here, so that you can see. Think of this as a front plane movement. Okay, and then the right poi is also doing counterclockwise, but it's in overhand, so it's coming down. So at the point where they tangle, there's upward force with my left hand and downward force with my right hand. At the moment of impact, now it starts off with both poi are in same direction, counterclockwise, in split time, and you'll know that your timing is clean because when you look at it, it looks like the two balls are meeting in the middle. Right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. So if I showed you from your angle, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there. So the first step in this is getting and maintaining clean split time on the front plane in the direction of choice. And you're going in and out of split time. So one thing that you could do to help is get a song that has a good tempo where you could be doing left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Another thing that you can do to help is make the circles bigger so you're going slower. And you have more time to maintain the tempo. Now I'm doing clockwise, but that should be counterclockwise for you. Now, once you have it in relatively clean split time, the next thing to focus on is when the poi is in front of me, so if I were to do the move, instead of having it super flat like this, I make it slightly tilted. So there's a little bit of a shallow V in front of me. It's a shallow V, so that my hand that's coming up, which is the left, will hook underneath, while the hand that's on top hooks from the top. And then at the point of impact, the normal thing to do is, oh, they impacted, I'm going to stop, which will just lead to this. They just flop, right? You don't want them to flop. What you want them to do is carry the momentum through the motion. So at the point of impact, you have to apply equal and opposite force. So an equal amount of force, say one up and one down. I mean, you could do it sideways, but we're learning it so that it's a vertical tangle. And I'm going to push down with the right and pull up with the left. And you're looking to hit it roughly on the center of the string, halfway between the handle and the ball. I mean, obviously multiple ones in a row are optional. Starting with one is really the trick to begin with. Also, try a bigger circle going into it. Do better than me. And do you feel like you are losing control of the poi as it hits? Or losing your grip on the poi as it hits? Or do you still feel like you have firm control of your balls? I notice for myself, sometimes it feels like I don't have firm enough control. And I feel like in order to manage that, I have to just pinch a little bit harder, grip a little bit harder on the leash to ensure that it doesn't slip out of my hand at the point of the tangle, because you are losing force into the tangle when you do it. Like some of the force is being converted into the tangle as it tangles and untangles. So you have to almost accelerate at the point of impact to have enough momentum to get it to go through. Counterclockwise air wrap, new line. Left poi is upward force, comma, right poi is downward force. New line, at the point of impact, comma, apply equal and opposite up and down force to push it through the tangle. New line, have a V angle between the two leashes. New line, do 100 attempts and note each practice how many you got, period. Going from 1 in 100 to 5 in 100 still sucks, but is a huge improvement. You probably need to change boy to poi or something in there. Well, I'm impressed. Mine does not get poi. That's great. How was the voice to text? Did it do pretty good? Okay. Holy that's awesome. At the point of impact. Call mom. Mom, my balls are tangled.